Here we are with the new Cupra Born EV. Super exciting because, as you guys know, I love hot hatches, and that is apparently a hot hatch. A rear-wheel drive EV, 511 kilometers of range, about 60,000 Australian dollars. Pricing has not been confirmed yet at the back motor, it puts out 170 kilowatt of power. That is impressive. So today we're going to do a quick walk around of the new Cupra Born EV, and I'm also going to tell you about our channel sponsor, Driver. If you guys need the absolute best financing deals, click the link in the description below or the pinned comment. It'll take you to Driver. Driver is a fintech startup that is consumer focused. You can get pre-approved in under 2 minutes, and if you use my link and my link alone, you can get a $150 fuel card. So why wouldn't you? Let's get into the review. So you might be wondering why I have this whole jank set up here, and as I said, I really don't have much time with the car. We have taken it for a few laps, so I will tell you all about that as well. But for now, let's take a look at how it looks. So this one here is actually serial number 1 for Australia. This is the first one to come off the production line. They actually flew this one over here to make it to this event. But let's just take a quick look at it because I think it is stunning. By the way, I'm going to be using some B-roll footage from the engineering samples that they have been driving around Australia for the past month. So if you see some random wires in random places, that's why. Check out these headlights here. I think that they are really cool. Apparently super bright, though I haven't been able to test it yet. And of course, subscribe so you can see the full review when that comes out. You got some gold accents here. You got the Cupra or Cupra logo. I don't even know how to say Cupra. Can someone tell me in the comment section below? I could be completely wrong here. I think it looks absolutely stunning though. Take a look at these. These are some big, beefy tires. These are actually Pilot Sport EVs. How interesting is that? They're 235 wide, which is actually pretty decent. But again, this isn't front wheel drive. This is rear wheel drive. We'll come back to that though. And these one here are 20 inches, but this is top of the range. So you can expect this to be just over 60 grand, but you can actually get into the whole range for just under 60 grand. And then it becomes really good value. Take a look at the bum of this thing though, because it's pretty stunning. Can we just appreciate how long this thing is? It's actually quite a huge car, but anyway, coming to the back, you can see you've got a light bar here. That's pretty awesome. Cupra badge there, and check this out. It's also the boot release, and you get a really good amount of space in there as well. Of course, you got all the Cupra bronze there because this is Cupra, and Cupra is bronze, apparently. And then down the bottom, you have this meaty little diffuser here too. So, I'm curious, what do you guys think of the looks of the Cupra Born EV? I think it looks pretty damn cool. Again, make sure you guys are subscribed for the full review because we are going to be giving this thing a lot of sauce. Let's check out the interior. Again, guys, I'm sorry for the weird filming today. Jacob isn't here. He has unfortunately been lost to driving an iX M60, which he is absolutely loving.
Launch control. Oh my God. Oh!
But let's get back to this. Inside, it's quite familiar. It feels like a Cupra with two interesting additions. You've got like this motorcycle screen up in front of you, and you can use this little shifter here. Hopefully I can get it in this DJI, and that's your shifter. Interesting. Don't know how I feel about it, but we'll wait till the full review for that. You do have that tiny little screen in front of you. It is so small, but you can see a few different things like when you change between your driving mode. So I guess that's pretty cool. Let's talk about this steering wheel because it is such a nice steering wheel. You have buttons here to control everything. They are all touch capacitive. I have a bit of a weird love-hate relationship with touch capacitive buttons, but again, over the week that we'll have it for review soon. By the way, this is coming out early next year, so we'll get our hands on it as soon as it does come out. But yeah, look, we'll see how I feel about that. You get this screen though. We all know how I feel about this screen. Not my favorite out there because it just, I don't know, it's not the best. But again, we'll have to wait to see what that's really like because these are just first impressions. I really like the design though. You get some nice touch materials there, like an Alcantara there. You got plenty of storage in the center. As I said, this is a battery electric vehicle, so there's no transmission tunnel, anything like that. Soft touch materials are absolutely everywhere. I love the Alcantara. This one is pretty much fully optioned, including being able to grab this and extend that out. These seats are electrically adjusting, and they do have all these really cool copper highlights throughout them. Even if you go for the base model though, it's pretty nice interior. You get decent cloth seats and a pretty nice place to be regardless. Also like this storage area there, a couple of massive cup holders, lots of these Gila mints in here, but I'm sure they don't come with the car. let's take a look at the back seats. Okay, so quickly sitting in the back seats here, I'm 5'11". I have plenty of legroom, heaps of headroom, and toe room is surprisingly good considering this is a skateboard construction. Fancy way of saying batteries are on the floor. 77 kilowatt hour battery, by the way. All four wheels at each corner. So yeah, pretty impressive that I even have any toe room there. You do get a couple of USB-C ports back here. No air vents. That is kind of a surprise. A little divot here. So you're not sitting someone here, but you'll be able to put some storage, I suppose. And an absolutely massive armrest with a ski pass-through, I suppose. That's all pretty impressive. But yeah, quality back here does not disappoint. I really like these seats. Shall we talk about the specs? So let's quickly talk about specs. Yes, I know that this is the front and there is no engine. In fact, the motor, because this is an electric vehicle, is right here. This thing has a 77 kilowatt hour battery. There's going to be 2 battery packs, but this is, as I said, the top spec, 170 kilowatt of power, and the newton meters on the screen now because I forget. This thing is actually pretty impressive. The claim 0 to 100 is about 7 seconds. Again, we're going to have to test that out, but I think for now, let's do a quick lap around the track so I can give you my thoughts on how this thing actually performs. Okay, so driving the Cupra Born on track. Now, I've actually done a few laps of this already, and this is an interesting comparison because I've just come from the Hyundai N-Fest. Now, we're not going to take it too hard here, having done a few hard laps, but let me tell you, this thing is really, really impressive. Super smooth. I'm amazed by how comfortable it is in terms of its suspension, considering that it is a heavy old car, but it goes around the corners really, really nicely. I think that this thing is going to make an absolutely awesome little family hatchback, and I think we need more of those. Having said that, this thing is just super duper impressive. It handles amazingly well. Again, rear wheel drive. That is so nice to see. It's nice that they're not putting the motor at the front. I like that in a hot hatch. We don't have enough of those. Give it a bit of sauce up here. Yeah, this thing is so cool. I can't wait to go with Jacob around Saucy Corner in this thing. We have a couple of little hairpin turns. I suppose that's what you might call them. I don't even know. Super duper smooth. I love how heavy the steering is. And I love how exciting this thing is. It's surprisingly good. I really didn't expect this. I kind of had low expectations, but if it drives as well as it does here on the road, I think we're going to have a great time. All right. Let's get into final thoughts. Okay, so that is the Cupra Born EV. This thing is said to be really exciting. Can't wait to get our hands on this thing when it does eventually launch next year. And we will, of course, get you that first too. Let me know what you guys think, though, of the Cupra Born EV. Are you going to reserve one of these now? Let me know in the comment section just below that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you need finance, you know what to do. Click somewhere on the screen right now, and also click to watch our Fiesta ST video. That's another really, really cool hot hatch. Thank you guys very much for watching. Ciao for now.